Greeting to all the viewers. I, on behalf of College Dunia, welcome you all to yet another Power Pack session of Thoughtful Leaders, an initiative under Thoughts in Education by collegedunia.com. Every time we interview a leader, we try to bring the students one step more closer to the institute, the vision and mission of a place which can bring prosperity to the young leaders of our country. Today we have with us Ms. Monica Mittal, the Vice Chairperson at Anand International College of Engineering, Jaipur. Ms. Monica Mittal has got her laurels in International Business Administration. While pursuing Masters in Business Administration at University of Northampton, UK, she also carries international certification in marketing with Chartered Institute of Marketing, UK. Ms. Monica has attained expertise in making right financial decisions and effective business and effective management of organizational behavior, the keys for success of an organization. She has also conducted research in effectiveness in marketing of luxury brands. Her continual pursuance with international credentials, committed efforts and innovative thinking is shaping the Anand International College of Engineering into an institute for exceptional learning and contemporary engineering education. We welcome you on board, ma'am.
Thank you.
To bring forward the first question, ma'am, since you are a very young leader in the entire education sector, the first question that comes into my mind is that being the vice chairperson at Anand International College of Engineering, what is your philosophy of leadership? How would you describe leadership in your style?
First of all, I would like to thank the College Dunia team for providing me this opportunity to present my thoughts on education. Coming back to your question, I strongly believe that a good leader is the one who gives credit to the team for all the successes and takes the charge, takes the responsibility for all the failures. And besides that, besides the organizational development, a good leader should always provide a platform for the team's development also, because when the team progresses, the organization grows by default. And talking about my leadership style, I believe that I follow the democratic style of leadership, where the employees' opinions are also taken into account before taking any key decisions. And when the employees are more involved in the decision-making process, it becomes easier to implement the things at the ground level. And it certainly helps in raising the trust and confidence among the team, because they know that their opinions, their views also matter. And this also definitely allows them to have a better job satisfaction, and it makes the workplace environment healthier. I believe that a team plays a very vital role in the organization's growth, and when the team is satisfied with their jobs, they'll be able to produce better results with higher efficiency. So yes, it's like that.
Education system in India and foreign countries are structured way. In our experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying here in your college, or let's say in Rajasthan or in Jaipur?
Yes, definitely. The education system in India and foreign countries are very different. Our education system is more rigorous and it contains very detailed course content. The Indian education system requires a lot of hard work from the students' side, and it encourages competitive spirit among them. And I think that's the reason that India produces a large number of skilled people as compared to other foreign countries. And we can also say that Indians are in high demand due to their caliber as well as their intellect in other parts of the world. Talking about Anand ICE, an inbound student can get a pool of opportunities and holistic education from studying here. He or she can get in-depth theoretical knowledge about their subject matter, because a vast pool of knowledge resources they are available because of the rigorous course content, and of course due to personalized focus on each and every student. This will also help them in conducting research if they are interested. Further, we have incorporated various curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities in the curriculum, and lot many cultural activities are organized on the campus regularly. So this will help them to learn and to experience new things while developing their thinking quotient in a creative manner. And most importantly, the degree that they'll earn from here, uh, it would be at par with any other university and is valid worldwide.
You have mentioned that there are a lot of extra co-curricular activities that get added when you are a part of Anand IC.
Mm-hmm.
If it will be great if for all the viewers and for the students, if you can add a few points or few examples. What these activities are, how it can personally benefit the students. A single example will also work.
Yes, definitely. If I talk about the co-curricular activities, Anand IC frequently organizes so many conferences on national level, on international level. If we talk about the current situation, we have been organizing various webinars with the industry persons, industry experts, which I suppose is very much needed for the students because they get insights, useful insights from the industry. And if I talk about the extracurricular activities, we have created an activity center for our students, which comprises various clubs, and we usually conduct club activities every week, every Saturday, through which students can participate, they can learn, they can take a break from their studies, a productive break. They can make new friends as per their interests and so on.
Okay. So, ma'am, jumping on to the next question, what would you like to people to know about your institute, which they may not know? We can refer this to being in Jaipur. We can refer this to Anand being itself. What are the things that you would like people to know about that, which you believe that people might not know at this point of time?
Okay, so basically, Anand International College of Engineering provides not just a BTech degree to its students, but much more than that. So, first of all, I would like to mention that the institute offers a once in a lifetime opportunity to the students where they can pursue their 1 month internship from foreign universities or industries, and we provide scholarship for that. The institute has built tie-ups with more than 10 foreign universities and industries where they can pursue their training and get global exposure. Secondly, if I talk about, we have to make the students industry ready, we have incorporated our in-house corporate learning program for our students, which is basically an employment-oriented professional training and delivered by a team of expert trainers. This program focuses on their overall personality development, on their comm skills, on their body language. So this helps them to be industry ready. Then I would like to mention that Anand IC has a very strong training and placement division, which has tie-ups with more than 200 companies across the country, where students can get corporate exposure in the form of their internship, in the form of industrial visits, in the form of corporate talk shows, and then, of course, their final placements. And if I talk about placements, the placement graph of Anand ICE has been commendable and rising every year. And I'm proud to say that despite the pandemic, we have successfully achieved 100% placement for 2020 batch. We also provide a platform for the students' innovative ideas to launch them into successful startups. So for that, we have established Anand Incubation Center, both at the college center, college campus, as well as in the city center. The students can get all kind of startup support from that, whether related to mentoring, whether related to finance, or well-equipped office space. Then, if I talk about, apart from the academic curriculum, we have incorporated various industry-led short-term courses into the curriculum and have various academic tie-ups, which give the students an edge over the other students. And if I talk about the faculties, Anand IC has an eminent pool of eminent faculties carrying rich experience in academics, industry, research, which also extend personalized focus to each and every student, and creating a one student, one teacher, classroom environment. It is very much needed for seamless learning nowadays.
Correct.
And most important, the infrastructure and laboratories are the most important factor for any institute. And we have also established high-tech labs on our campus, including some additional labs such as Apple Lab, as per the latest technology and current market requirement. And lastly, I've already mentioned regarding the campus life. Here, the students get a vibrant campus life, so they can have their overall development.
So, coming on to the next question, ma'am, as a young leader, what do you think your role and responsibilities to the institute and particularly to the students are?
I think my foremost role is to ensure that the management's vision is in execution. That is to make sure that the students experience a quality, the students have a quality learning experience throughout their journey at Anand ICE, and there is no compromise with that at any level. And for that, obviously, it's important that the team is also aligned with the management's vision. Since the students are also the stakeholders of the institute, I believe it is vital to incorporate an effective system for students' grievances and their regular feedback so that the organization can consistently improve. And this also involves implementation of a transparent system where all the policies, all the rules, all the systems are clearly communicated to the students. And apart from quality education, I would say my role is to ensure that the students get a platform for their overall development, which includes their mental as well as physical health. And this is possible by availability of good sports facility on campus for their physical well-being also. And at institute's part, I would say it is my responsibility to make sure that the institute is meeting the required standards of an educational institute and regularly updating them as per the current times.
So, the next question: what suggestions would you like to give to the aspiring youth in these tough times, or in the the tough, challenging times which we are into right now?
The current situation has been affecting the entire country and the world adversely, especially for the students who are uncertain that what the future holds for them. Most of them have had made plans regarding their career, which course to opt for, which college or which university to enroll in. However, this situation might have disturbed their entire planning. But I would suggest them not to stress over this too much, as the tough times don't last. Rather, they should take this time as an opportunity to learn any new skill, to upgrade their knowledge base. They can enroll in some good short-term courses, which would help them in the future and enhances their employability skills. And I would suggest them not to waste their entire year, because the situation is uncertain and they should be flexible as per the situation. They may look for some good options, preferably within their city. They should make sure that education, whether online or offline, quality is being taken care of and proper things are executed with proper planning. And some other factors which they should consider include good placements, experienced faculty, good environment, and a platform for their overall growth before choosing the right institute for them. And most importantly, they should not panic while making this decision, because this decision would impact their entire career. So,
That's absolutely right.
yeah.
So, ma'am, with all these feedback that I've got from you, the next question that comes into my mind is, what are some of the biggest challenges you see, both for higher education and in general, and for AICE specifically?
Mm-hmm. Generally speaking, if I talk about the biggest challenges for the higher education, I feel it's the increasing number of institutes as compared to the number of aspirants today. This somewhere results in compromise with the standards of education. And when these standards are compromised, we can imagine that the graduates produced would not be that sound, would not be as per the market requirements. And this demand and supply gap is certainly creating an impact on the mindset of the students. The biggest challenge that I feel for higher education is that the number of institutes is increasing as compared to the number of aspirants. This somewhere results in compromise with the quality standards of education, and when these standards are compromised, we can imagine the graduates that we produce would not be that sound and would not be as per the market requirements. And this will somewhere result in the mindset of the students, because some of the students are of the mindset that they pursue their higher education just for the sake to earn the degree and not for the sake of learning. Some students are of the mindset that they want good marks, they want good job, they want higher salaries, but they don't want to work for it. So I think this is the challenge that most of the institutes face these days, because it's not only the degree that matters, but it's the overall learning, overall exposure, overall grooming that a student gets throughout the journey of his course that matters.
That's absolutely right.
And if I talk about Anand ICE, we were established in 2010, which made us a latecomer among the then established colleges. So it was challenging for Anand ICE to establish itself as a brand among the reputed colleges. But with gradually the institute has earned various credentials. The institute has extended its boundaries, have raised its bars every year, and has established itself as a brand. And today I can say that within a very short span of time, we are among the top institutes. And if I talk about the current situation, the current ongoing situation, this nationwide scenario of the pandemic has made all the modes of education into virtual. Although many online platforms have taken the initiative to ease the process of online learning, however, I feel that the lack of practical exposure and the lack of hands-on training for the students can be a challenge for them. Also, I feel that it may hamper the students' overall grooming because they are socially disconnected. And this has also delayed the entire session by 2 to 3 months, which may have an impact on students' placements, on their exams, on their admissions. However, Anand ICE has been taking care of these things and planning accordingly to overcome this situation and taking this time as an opportunity. We have been redesigning our course delivery. We have incorporated digital smart boards so that the students go through seamless learning environment. We have also taken special care to keep the screen time to the minimum so that their health is not affected adversely. And since the placement processes are also expected to go virtual, so we have accordingly redesigned our soft skills module, and we have incorporated various virtual training sessions to train the students accordingly. We have also planned students' activities online weekly so that they can remain socially active.
Ma'am, I'm saying, is there any message that you want to give out to the young leaders before we say bye to the viewers who are here for the interview?
Yes, I would like to mention that it's very important to have faith, to have confidence in yourself, despite other people, despite the world sees you and feels about you, because gradually, initially, you may feel that the acceptance is missing from people's side, but when you have faith in yourself, when you believe in yourself, then definitely gradually people will see that people will see your initiatives, and they'll ultimately appreciate them. And uh, we must always update ourselves with the current times. It's always required.
Giving us your time, and thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and for letting us know about the vision and missions and the opportunities that any student might get if ever they come to choose Anand IC as their career option. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.